You know that saying, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones?
Oh, yeah, a classic. Why do you ask? Is this about real estate?
It is actually. Specifically, it's about the Trump administration's recent crackdown on mortgage fraud among his political opponents.
Right, I've seen the headlines. They're going after people for claiming more than one primary residence, calling it fraud.
Exactly. Bill Pulte, the director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, has been super aggressive about this. He's basically said if you claim two primary residences, that's inappropriate and grounds for a criminal investigation.
Which, on paper, sounds reasonable. You can only live in one place at a time, right?
Theoretically, but here is the twist. A new report from ProPublica shows that Trump himself did the exact same thing back in the 90s.
Wait, really? The exact same thing he's prosecuting people for?
Mirror image. Back in late 1993 and early 1994, Trump signed two mortgages for neighboring homes in Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
And for both of them, he affirmed that the property would be his principal residence.
Hold on, two principal residences next door to each other?
Yup. And remember, at this time, he was very much a New York resident living in Trump Tower.
So did he actually live in these Florida homes? Maybe he was shuttling back and forth?
Not according to the records. Shirley Weiner, who was part of his local real estate team back then, told ProPublica they were rentals from the beginning. President Trump never lived there.
Oof. So he signed a document saying, I live here to get the loan, but then immediately rented them out?
That's what the evidence suggests. His own agent at the time told the Miami Herald they hired a design firm to dress the places up just to lease them out annually.
Okay, so surely someone asked him about this.
ProPublica tried. He reportedly hung up on them.
Classic.
But a White House spokesperson did respond. Their defense was interesting. They said because both loans were from the same lender, Merrill Lynch, there was no defraudation. They argued it's illogical to think a lender would agree to defraud itself.
I mean, I guess that's an argument, but does it hold water?
Legal experts aren't impressed. Kathleen Ingle, a law professor at Suffolk University, put it pretty bluntly. She said, given the standard Trump is using against his opponents right now, he'd either need to fire himself or refer himself to the DOJ.
Wow, so rules for thee, but not for me.
Precisely. Look at Lisa Cook, a Federal Reserve governor. Trump is trying to oust her right now for having two primary residence mortgages. He wrote a letter accusing her of gross negligence.
And didn't they go after New York Attorney General Letitia James for this too?
They did. She was indicted for misrepresenting a Virginia home as a second residence. That case was dismissed on procedural grounds, but the administration is still pushing.
So is Trump going to face legal trouble for these 90s loans?
No, the loans are paid off and the statute of limitations is long gone. It's ancient history, legally speaking.
But politically, it's relevant because of the hypocrisy.
Exactly. It undermines the moral high ground of his current crusade.
It's wild. Bill Pulte insists these investigations aren't politically targeted, but we haven't seen any Republicans named publicly.
Right. Pulte says if it's a Republican, we'll look at it. But for now, it seems the ghost of mortgages past is only haunting one side of the aisle, even if the president has a few skeletons in his own real estate closet.
Fascinating stuff. Thanks for breaking it down.